I'm just taking footage facing away from me because I figure everyone knows what I look like. I still look exactly the same. It was such a pleasure to attend a Mass at the cathedral this morning, and Father Bolliget had a brilliant homily on the Trinity, which is actually one of my favorite topics, and something I feel is like super ignored in Christianity, as others have pointed out, like Paul Young, Richard Rohr. Gosh, I think there was even a theologian that said, you know, if we dispensed with the doctrine of the Trinity today, Christianity would be largely unchanged. It's sort of like one of the foundational pieces of the Jesus movement, and something that's just so ignored in most all of the denominations. And it's you know, thanks to the effort of Father James Bolliget and Richard Rohr and Paul Young and other people talking about it, that we keep the Trinity as a part of the discourse of the Jesus movement, or the Christian mythology, or the Christian tradition, whatever one wants to call it. I think it's terribly important for a lot of reasons. Just briefly, you know, once you move from 2 to 3, you get out of binary either-or thinking, conflicted thinking, limited thinking, things like that, and you get into you know, the discourse of 3, which is throughout antiquity, 3 has been recognized as the number that sort of cuts through that sort of binary thinking. Freud, for example, had a love affair with the number 3, unconscious, preconscious, conscious, id, ego, superego, etc., because he read antiquity, he knew what he was doing. So Trinity cuts through that binary thinking. Perhaps more importantly, I think that, and Father pointed this out in his homily today, it shows that we are always already in relationship from the beginning. God has always been relationship. God has never been out of relationship. It's relationship from the beginning, is now, will forever be relationship, and being created in the image and likeness, relationship is thus important for us too. We are fundamentally relational beings, so I think it's important for that reason. And anyway, I could go on, but I won't bore everyone with that. But yeah, I really enjoyed the homily. It was probably my favorite part, and just beautiful place, beautiful services, and I feel very comfortable with Sumner being baptized there, and Father has said that we can do that, you know, as their schedule permits, but there's no major barriers whatsoever to that. That the birth certificate from the hospital will suffice for the Episcopalian cathedral, which is great, and I mean, I feel really good about that. And so, I mean, the important piece obviously is not whether I feel super comfortable with it, but to make sure that Jen Rose is comfortable with it too. I think that she is, but you know, it's a big decision. We take this really seriously. It's a baptism, so I just want to make sure that she's like 100% comfortable on board, and I think that she will be. But you know, we'll keep feeling it out. The attendance today was great too. Man, the Episcopalians are kicking ass here in the Philippines. God bless them, and especially in a mostly Catholic dominated culture here, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. I think it's great, actually. You know, it's just really great that the Episcopalians are doing well too. And I think, I don't know, it goes to show, excuse me, that the Anglo-Catholics and the Roman Catholics really get along, for the most part, swimmingly. Like, there's really no major points of friction, I think, between them, and that's great. And, you know, that's not just my opinion. You can Google it. The Pope has been in regular dialogue with the Episcopalian Church, and has been very complimentary and friendly with them, and vice versa. So I think it's really cool that the two get along here so well, and are both very kind of prolific and active, and really influencing people here in a positive way. So I think that that's all really, 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 really good.